There we go. I should have done that first. Ring rust.
Welcome, everybody, to Big Ben and Ty Sports Cave. Of course, we have Wade and we have Big Ben there on the corner. Wade, go ahead and introduce the restaurant.
All right. Well, I just again want to thank the Bay Leaf Indian Restaurant and Bar for teaming up with me. It's a great restaurant that I've ate at, family atmosphere, free parking, downtown Peoria, a couple of blocks away from Carver Arena. 4.8 star review out of 5, over 300 reviews. Number one Indian food in the Peoria area. I mean, even if don't have experience with Indian food, trust me when I say it, they have excellent food items for everyone. Go down there, check it out, tell them I sent you.
All right. We will definitely have to try that out sometime. And again, you can park your vehicle down there, get some food, and then walk to the Civic Center. Do they change the spices? They can change the spicy to less spicy.
They change it to taste from mild, medium to hot. So if you're that's what you're worried about, the food might be too spicy, they'll take good care of you.
All righty. Again, that's Bay Leaf. Yep, that's Bay Leaf Indian Restaurant and Bar. So go ahead and check them out.
Yeah, I have to definitely check out their chicken curry.
Yeah. So the Blues last night won 3-2, and I saw a couple of minutes of it. They didn't look bad. The Blackhawks, Ben, what you got for Blackhawk talk?
The past 3 games they've won. Wednesday, Friday, and then Sunday. And the Blackhawks won 5-2 over the Canucks, 4-0 over the Calgary Flames, and 5-1 over the Red Wings. And tonight they're at New Jersey Devils. Puck drops at 8:30. So that's
all right.
Chicago Blackhawks news.
All right. And we'll get right into the past weekend. Rivermen beat the Storm pretty heavily on Saturday, and Friday was a little bit closer. Friday, the first period, they like I said, we said on Saturday they started slow, and then we told everybody on Saturday hopefully they start faster on Saturday night. Well, they sure did. Saturday night was probably one of the best games they've had so far. They've looked like they did their first game against the Storm. I mean, just dominance. Jack in goal was tremendous. McChesney out of nowhere. I mean, he was just on fire that night. Got the hat trick. I didn't want to say it. In our group chat, I texted Wade and I said, I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to say it. But yeah, what do you think of it, Wade? I mean, I know you watched it, and
I mean, just two great get me back on track games. I mean, starting with game 1, the way they finished game 1, I think helped them set up for game 2 to carry that momentum on over. We've been playing well in Quad Cities, to say the least, so far with the 2 games played. First one 5-1, this one 7-2. So you love to see that. When in the past it's been tough to play there.
Yeah, it has been.
Yeah, and Michael McChesney, my God, I mean, what the man's been on fire, like what you said. I've always said it. I said it before the season started, before one puck dropped, that McChesney's key. He's going to be a point leader for this team if we're successful. And sure enough, he's backing up what I'm saying, and I hope he continues to back up what I say. And I love the fact that he completed the hat trick, doing what he does best, scoring shorthanded, one of the best shorthanded goal scorers in the league. I mean, you can't say enough good things about Michael McChesney. And then, like I said, when they got that fourth goal, I think that broke the back
Oh
of
yeah.
City Storm, and it was just an onslaught. Right, the one stat I do remember is in the third period we held Quad City Storm to 3 shots on goal.
Yep. Yeah, I did remember that too. Yep. Now that you said that, yeah. And we had a couple scraps
Yeah.
in there. What do you what did you think of I'm gonna call it a wrestling match because that's pretty much what it was against Toporowski and what's his name? It just it totally lost my train of thought. But
yeah, it was, oh man, I can't think of his name either, but they were basically at each other's throats the entire game. You could
yeah.
tell he was getting under Toporowski's skin
Mm-hmm.
in that wrestling match when he tried to do a little spinning back fist there and completely whiffed.
Yep.
And they all night they were getting under the skin of Quad City Storm. And Adinier, I thought he had probably one of his best fights as a Riverman against
Yeah.
and he really kind of I expect because Bull's a good fighter. He's a big guy himself. So I was like, this is going to be a close one. And Adinier was throwing with purpose. He was throwing some shots and landing. So,
yeah, he was.
Bull kind of at the end there got the jersey up over his head and started throwing up his arms like he did something. But really, Adinier kind of took it to him, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah. And I was talking to my wife about Toporowski. He's got a lot of growing up to do. I mean, this is his first year in the league, and he's very undisciplined. I see he's very undisciplined. He has a lot to learn, in my opinion.
Shake him. It's so easy to shake him and get under his skin. I mean, and it's obvious too.
Yeah. So, and going back to Saturday, it was kind of nice to see Levy coaching. Guy took the night off. It looked like, and honestly, the guys didn't look like they missed a step without Guy being there. I know sometimes when it's just Levy, sometimes it's like they take even longer to get going. I don't know why, but it just, to me, it does.
Was Trudell's kid there playing?
Yeah, Tristan was there. Yeah,
Tristan.
Which, if you guys watch their videos, they asked the question, "Who would you not want to date your sister?" And Tristan was like, 8 people said Tristan. And it was so funny. All right. Yeah. So, all right, let's move on. This weekend is going to be a big weekend for the Rivermen. They are going to Roanoke to play the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs.
Ooh.
And former Rivermen head coach Dan Bremner and his team, always been tough to play them. They're physical, very physical. They know they're good. They're built good. Of course, we have a nickname for them, the Dirty Dogs. But I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be another test. We had a test earlier in the year with the Marksmen, and we passed that test with flying colors, I think, to be honest. But this is also going to be another test. And it's back-to-back games there, so I'm looking forward to it. What stats do you have for that, Wade? I know you're the stat guy.
I do have plenty of stats for this upcoming weekend, and I just want to say now is the time to face the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs, to kind of kick them while they're down, so to speak, because they have gotten off to a slow start this season.
Yep.
And they are 2-4-1, sitting in place right now with only 5 points. And here's the kicker. They are 0-2 in Roanoke. They have not won a home game yet. So this is the time for Rivermen to take advantage of that slow start,
Yeah, it is.
especially coming off the sweep of Storm. We need to
Yep.
carry that momentum on into Roanoke. Rivermen are pretty much doubled up on points. We got 10 points. They got the 5 sitting in 4th, and we're 5-2. Now, in the previous season, we were 1-1 against the Rail Yard Dogs, so we split it. But in the past 5 seasons, we are 9-2-1 against the Roanoke Rail Yard Dog, which is a great record.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
Dogs have been 1-4 in their last 5 games. So again, only winning 1 game the past 5 games, and we're 3-2 in our last 5.
Are they a fresh team over there?
They had a couple returners from last year.
They lost. One of their biggest losses was 2 biggest was former captain Mac Jansen and last captain Nick Ford.
Nick Ford. Yep.
Were 2 big losses for them. A little bit of history, if people remembered, Dogs, we did face them in the championship, and we raised a cup in Roanoke for our first championship in the SPHL. And then the following year, Dogs did knock the Rivermen out of the second round and went on to raise the cup in Roanoke themselves. So a little playoff and championship history between the 2 teams as well. So couple more stats, if you will. We'll go over for goals for and goals against. Now, Rivermen have the second most goals for in the league right now with 23, only behind Huntsville Havoc, who's gotten off to a great start. And we've allowed the fewest goals in the league, only 12. So that's a great ratio to have.
Nice.
And Dogs have only 16 goals for. That's tied for second fewest in the league. And they've allowed 17 goals. So they've allowed more goals than they've scored.
Yeah.
So again, that just goes to show you that right now, Dogs are off to a slow start. They do have a good team. Don't get it twisted. They still have a good team. But they are off to a slow start. And the last bit I want to say on the stats is going over the special teams numbers. Now, Dogs have the 3rd most penalty minutes in the league, 128, and Rivermen have the 6th most with 103. And Rivermen are 8 for 24 on the power play, 33% success rate. 4 of 24 on the penalty kill, 83% success rate. So we have doubled Rail Yard Dogs on the power play. They have had 24 power plays as well, only getting 4 goals to our 8. So we're doubled up on them in that category. But the caveat to that is they do have an excellent penalty kill. They are 3 of 25 on the penalty kill, 88%, only allowing 3 goals on 25 attempts. So they do have a great penalty kill.
And they're mostly a defensive first team, it seems like. They've always been a defensive first team. Like I said earlier, they're always physical. They're always, defense. And like you said, they're off to a slow start, but again, exactly what you said. Don't get it twisted. They are a good team. They can come out of nowhere whenever. And I'm sure Bremner is not done tweaking down there. I'm sure he's not. Just like us.
Yeah.
I know we're not done yet. There's going to be some more guys coming in. There's going to be some more guys leaving. That's all there is to it. I did see a good thing, maybe. I did see Martin practice. He was on skates practicing with the team. So that's a good thing for this weekend. I know he's not coming back this weekend, but which I'm okay with him not coming back this weekend because it's going to be a real physical game, I think.
Yeah.
And we're going to have to step up our physical game as well on top of that. So when we go into the whole players we're going to be watching. I got a couple that I'm going to be watching this week. I'm sure somebody could probably guess one of them. And but I think this weekend is going to be very important for us because, like you said, kick them when they're down, and we need more. And get the points when we can get them.
Mm-hmm.
We got to keep up with Huntsville and the other top teams right now because it's easy to get behind too. And I think Quad Cities is learning that. And I've seen some. I'm kind of going down a rabbit trail here, but I've seen some things on Facebook this week that kind of concerns me about the fan base up there. They are just ready to just throw in the towel for the year. And it's like, you guys have the puzzles or the pieces to the puzzle. There's just something you guys are missing to take that team where it could be. Because them watching them just play the Rivermen, I've seen good things from them, and I don't see a bad team really. I mean, what do you think about it, Wade? That's what I'm thinking. I mean, I'm sure you've seen, the whole, fire the coach, fire everybody. And it's just.
It's just like, look, I understand the frustration. Roles reversed. God forbid this was like a Riverman start. I'm going to be frustrated too. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But what I've always told them, there is talent in Quad Cities. No doubt about there being talent. They can score goals. They're a very fast team, and they can be very physical at times too. Like I said, they got a bunch of goal scorers, really. I mean, Riverman's just done a good job of shutting that down and executing just a little bit better than they have. I mean, because we know them well. Just like they know us, we know everything about Quad Cities and what they're going to throw at us. And what I've noticed is Quad City likes to throw the kitchen sink, especially at us in the first period. They're coming out there ultra aggressive, firing pucks. But gradually, as the game goes on, they get less shots on goal. They get a little more worn down.
So yeah, it sounds like they wear themselves out a little bit too much at the first period.
They do. Sometimes their second period is what gets them in trouble. And then when they kind of start to lose control in the second, to get ahead of them, they start losing everything. They start losing discipline in the third, executing a little less, just getting a little more sloppy with their game. So that's what they need to clean up. They need to clean up their special teams and their team defense. Is the two most important things they need to clean up. If they can consistently do better in those two categories, you've got a good team over there at Quad Cities. It's just a matter of time and playing together.
Yeah, and going back to Roanoke, I don't see their fans jumping off ship just yet because I mean they're kind of like us. We trust. That's what we say. In Gee we trust.
Right.
We need and I kind of feel bad for the team because I mean they're getting dogged. I mean bad.
Yeah.
And I've never said anything like that when the Rivermen go to a slow start. I mean, when the weekend in Evansville, I'm like, no, this can't be. This is Evansville. We should be hanging with them. But I think time has changed. Evansville is a very good team, and they're finally realizing that, hey, we're a good team. We can start winning these games that we should be winning. But yeah, no, the Rivermen just need to go in there, like we said earlier, go in there, be physical. And again, this weekend's going to be very important too, because of the history, is discipline. I really do. I think discipline is going to be a key, one of my keys too, is don't take stupid penalties. Be smart. Because they're going to try to antagonize you. They're going to try to entice you to take a dumb penalty. I see that they're trying to do. I mean, other teams were doing it too to McChesney. I don't know. He has a target on his back this year. It's like they are trying to take him out of the game somehow. So, but yeah, no, I think I'm looking forward to this weekend. I think it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be a test. It really is going to be a test. We need to go in there and do what we do best, and that is control the puck, control the puck, control the puck. Because when we control the puck and control the neutral zone, our team can strike very quickly and very often, it seems like. So, anything else you want to talk about a game before we kind of get to our keys and players to watch?
Yeah, just a few things to look out for because look, dogs are going to come like what you said. They're going to come out aggressive. Rivermen got to be ready for that. I mean, this is a fast skating, physical team led by Joe Widmar, former River. So we all know Joe Widmar, how he skates, how fast he is, what he can do with the puck. He's a dangerous, dangerous individual. So we got to be, and they you really see them kind of follow the leader, if you will, take after him a lot. They got some good weapons over there with Widmar, with like Christian Acosta, Gustav Mueller. CJ Valerian, like I said, this is a guy you need. This is going to be an antagonizer. He's a defenseman. He's a good defender, very physical. He will finish his checks, and he will get under your skin, and he will drop the gloves as well. So that's somebody we need to be aware of because he might be going after someone like a Tristan Trudell or Braden Barker or something like that to try and get under their skin and draw penalties. So just got to be aware of that, of their aggression and how fast this team is. We got to be ready for it.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. It's going to be almost like a playoff atmosphere, I think. It just seems like every time we play the Dogs, it's like playoff atmosphere. Like you can just feel it. It's kind of like two heavyweights going at each other. I mean, we're a physical team. Roanoke's a physical team, and I'm just excited to see the physicalness this weekend. It's going to be interesting on who is the most physical, and also who's going to control. I think honestly, I really think the neutral zone is going to be very important this weekend against a physical team like the Dogs. Ben, you got anything you want to mention for this upcoming weekend?
Yeah, three things. The goalie needs to be Hawkeye on that puck to make sure it don't go in on point.
Yeah.
It sounds like the Rivermen need to go tit for tat in the first period, at least, to wear them down because it sounds like both teams are going to go be, at each other that first period, and then try again, like I always say, try to get the first goal, set the tone, and that should be a good winning combination for the Rivermen, whether it be 1-0 or 6-0.
Yeah, so, we want that goose egg, though.
Goose egg's better, of course, yes. But
Wade, go ahead and give us our keys, and then 3 players you're looking to watch this weekend.
All righty. I can highlight 3 guys basically every single game because that's how key they are to our success, and I think you know who they are. I'll mention them real quick, but I want to see a couple of other players start to get going. But obviously, Bearsy, McChesney, Braden Barker are the lifeblood of this team. They
Mm-hmm.
just are. So in a an important matchup like this one, you need to see those guys shine with their leadership, playmaking, and point producing. But I mean, two players that I want to see get going is a newcomer Michael Herrera, who's got 0
Mm-hmm.
points on the year, including his former team. Still, no points on the year, and he's a good player. And Frankie Trezera, only 1 point on the year thus far. So those are a couple of players I got my eye on that I would like to see get going because we're going to need some assistance. People are going to have to help the big three. We can't always just rely on those three players.
I agree.
And some keys to the game: limit the turnovers. You do not want to turn the puck over to this Dogs team. That's a recipe for disaster. You want to limit those. Don't give them odd man rushes and fast breaks because they're a fast skating team,
Yeah.
and they can score goals too. Um, Also, be physical and win board battles. When that puck's against the boards, I want to see the Rivermen skate away with it more times than not and gain possession and get through the neutral zone with good passes and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think special teams is going to be a big factor in this series on the power play and penalty kill because we know it's going to be physical and aggressive. We know there's going to be penalties taken. So we need to take advantage of our opportunities on the power play and kill penalties on our penalty kill.
Yeah. Very good keys. My keys to the game: control the neutral zone. It seems like when the Rivermen control the neutral zone, everything's going good for us. It seems like with this team. Win battles for loose pucks. You kind of said it. Win the board battles. We need to win the loose pucks, and we need to get there. We can't be outskated. I know a few periods in this year we've been outskated, and luckily it didn't hurt us too bad. But we were outskated a couple games. And then my third key is discipline, and you kind of hit it on the nail there with special teams are going to be a big thing this weekend. So don't give them the opportunity because you took a stupid penalty.
Exactly.
So my three players I'm going to be watching is Tristan Trudell. I'm going to be watching him, see if he can answer the call with the physicalness that Roanoke's going to be bringing. And I know he can, but will he? That's the thing. Is he's got to be. He's also got to be disciplined about it though too. He can't be taking stupid penalties because again, special teams.
Right.
I'm gonna be watching, and you kind of said another one. It would be Big Frank. Frank Trezera was one of the other players I was gonna watch this weekend. Like you said, he got his first point over the weekend. He is skating hard. It's going to come to him. I think he's skating hard. He's given out 110% every game. And he's also another physical player. I mean, he can be very physical. The third player I'm gonna mention is Kyler Fenton. And because the reason why I say him is because he can pass the puck on a dime. It seemed like he is a very good defender, very good puck handler, and with him and usually he's paired up with Dennis, and Dennis is very good, and that defensive line pair is probably the best we have right now anyway. And it seems like they're getting most of the minutes, which is fine. Because, like I said, I think they are our best pair as of right now. Now, when Martin comes back and and Denier gets, he's starting to get himself, into the game more and stuff like that. But once he gets more comfortable, I'd like to see maybe if Guy switches up the line pairs a little bit, because I know sometimes he does that. But yeah, those would be my three players to I'm going to be watching. Again, they're in Roanoke for Friday and Saturday. I believe it is a 7:15 puck drop, I believe. And I believe that's Central. Are they on Central time out there?
No, I think they do have Eastern time. They might. So I think our time it may be like 6:15.
6:15. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Yeah, no, I'm gonna sit at home and watch the game, and because I ain't going to Roanoke. That's I live in Roanoke, but not that Roanoke.
Wrong
But
Roanoke.
yeah, the wrong Roanoke. But yeah, we're getting excited over here. I wish they were home, but next weekend. We got next weekend. We got Friday of next weekend. So,
But that still didn't stop you for going to Bayleaf to get some good food.
yes. So again, we want to thank Bayleaf for going with Wade here. Like I said, get down there, get some food. And Wade said it's really good. So I haven't tried it yet. Well, I need to get down there and try it, I guess. So,
You won't be disappointed.
yeah. Oh, well, like I said, I've heard other people say it's really good. And the owner seems like he's very willing to, listen to people and very supportive.
Accommodate fans, yeah.
Yeah, supportive of the Rivermen, and that's what we need here in Peoria. We need to, because a lot of people don't know this. We were close to losing hockey in Peoria. We were very close to losing hockey in Peoria.
Right.
And we've been very close twice in the last 12 years?
Mm-hmm.
Because when the Rivermen got out of the AHL, there wasn't going to be hockey, we thought. And Bruce Sowers, he stepped up and said, no, there will be hockey. And so we got, the Rivermen in the SPHL. And then we didn't know if we were going to have a place to play.
Yep.
Because the Civic Center in their
a year or two ago, yeah.
Yeah, and their situation, which I'm glad it got done. The deal got done. But yeah, no, I want to encourage people to support local hockey. I mean, that's even if you go to the Mustangs games or Bradley, or go over to Bloomington. If the Rivermen are not home, go over to Bloomington, watch the Bison. They're good.
Even if you're in the Pekin area, you can go to the Pekin Dragons and see the high school team play.
Yeah, I mean, just local hockey in general. Just go and support them. You'd be surprised how much that it helps just showing up. I mean, it helps a lot of teams. I didn't get the stats for the Bison. I'm slacking a little bit tonight, guys. But I believe they lost on Sunday, I think.
Well, you're busy trying to hone a future Riverman, so it's understandable.
Yeah. I've been busy tonight. I been at the Owens Center 2 nights in a row. It's like my second home. So, I just want to go over again. Rivermen are playing Roanoke Friday and Saturday. Anybody else got anything else to say before we kind of wrap up the show here?
Before we wrap up, again, if you're a Blackhawks fan, tonight 8:30 puck drops. They're playing the New Jersey Devils at New Jersey, so
okay,
that should be a good game. And until Saturday at 9 a.m. It's
9 a.m.
show. 9 a.m. We'll do a more full show or the same size show, whatever. Another show for us.
Yes.
Nevertheless, so with that said, that's pretty
Wade,
much
you
all
got
I gotta
anything?
say.
Yeah, I just want to piggyback, if I can, real quick, off a player you pointed out, because I really love your choice with Kyler Fenton. If I was going to single out any defender on that team, I would have singled him out too, because I think he's one of our best defensive players outside Corey Dennis.
Yeah.
He can score goals too. So
Yes.
let's not forget, this guy can put the puck in the net. He hits hard. He's a great defender. He's definitely one to watch for.
Yeah. And I just want to leave the show on this note. Again, from Ben, Wade, and myself, we want to thank you, listeners. Keep liking, keep sharing the page.
Yes.
We got some cool stuff coming up, I promise you. I'm working on some interviews, and we got one interview that is for sure. We just got to cross the T's, dot the I's. I talked to him again tonight, and he's looking forward to an interview. We just got to figure out a time and a date.
Right. We're on
so
Facebook,
again,
so yeah, check us out on Facebook.
So we're on Facebook. Like I said, share our page. Again, on behalf of all of us, have a good night, and always do it Rivermen style.